coupled with a brick, brew and a friend, bleed orange and blue to the bitter end. Come and join us, DNVR. We are DNVR.
That's how we do it on Three Ring Circus. Just prep the guest for the segment 5 seconds before the show starts.
Yep. Good luck, Romi. Yeah. Well, if anyone can handle it, it's a great Romi Bean.
Yes, Three Ring Circus is back. The Broncos are back. And Romi Bean is back on Three Ring Circus. We were just talking about this the last time we had Romi on. It was...
Yeah.
That was very loud.
Gotta warn me about that one.
Last time we had Romi on, it was remote, which always sucks. Obviously, it was, pandemic times. But I just remembered you just broke big news on that show. You feel like you want to break any news here today?
Man, I know, dude. And then I got roasted here and there afterwards for that. Like, it wasn't entirely true. And I'm like, okay, but they were together.
Yeah, the old PR machine had to break out the big guns.
Oh man, sorry, I start getting phone calls. Listen, this is not. You shouldn't have. Okay. But,
listen. I know where that's coming from.
According to Pat McAfee, you're a host of our show.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Yes.
Because when they played it, they were like, it was on the Denver Broncos podcast hosted by Romi Bean. And I was like,
huzzah!
Let's go. All right, we got Romi.
So I love it. I'm here. Writing's on the wall.
What do you have for us to get us on Pat McAfee again?
I don't know. Let me think about this. Since I got prepped 5 seconds before the show, I got to start thinking. I don't know. Might have to make something up this time.
Well, it's great.
They got a quarterback, so what? I don't.
That's true. All the juice is gone.
Sizzle bait.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here, Zach. You're the only one upholding the old Hawaiian shirt tradition.
Yeah, I'm trying. I think it's quickly fading away.
It is. But I did wear my
shirt.
I did wear my new favorite shirt. These stupid mics kind of block it, but it is the well, yeah, exactly. It is no, we don't need to zoom. I'll post a picture
He does
later.
want you to zoom in on.
It's a great pic,
I'll post like a mirror selfie in the bathroom, throwing up the deuces. It's the same shirt that Vaughn wore before the Rams game, the DT Memorial shirt. So
really cool.
I got to give a shout out to my guy Joe, who saw that I wanted this shirt, and then Dreamathon, the company that made it, basically posted it for like 2 hours and was like, hey, a lot of people have wanted this. We're going to do a limited edition for 2 hours. I never would have seen it, but Joe saw that I tweeted at them and said I wanted it. And so he was like, hey, I just saw this on their Instagram. Jump in. So he helped us out. And
you were so kind to get one for everyone. Right?
I was, yes. I got one for everyone. The other 3 will just be staying in my closet. But it's yours. I just get to hold on to it.
Okay. That's kind of nice.
Yeah,
the sentiment's there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just a thought that counts.
You got to earn it.
Exactly. See,
there's a reason to get that shirt. You don't just get the shirt.
Yes.
Right.
Next time Zach asks for a raise, here you go.
Here you go.
You wanted it.
Precisely.
Speaking of which, we need to talk after this.
Okay, all right, sounds good. If we get on Pat McAfee again,
okay, there we go.
It's up to you,
Romi. Yeah,
right.
you're gonna need to help me out here.
I'm here.
Mace, how are you doing today?
Fine.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good.
You've got the swag going on, North Carolina, baby.
Yep, we'll see tonight what happens.
Mace, I'm feeling good about it.
I am too.
Oh, good for you.
Yep. Plus 120.
I'm still betting on UCLA. That's fine.
I've never felt more free as a human than I do just betting on every underdog.
Man.
Blindly.
And
you don't have to think.
Better.
Yep.
It
No
was
thought.
3 for 4 last night?
It was
obviously
actually
a ton
2
of
of
units?
3 because Duke and Texas Tech was a pick'em, so it didn't have an underdog.
Okay.
All right. We've got a fun game to play. We've got several fun games to play with Romi.
We do.
Zach, you want to lead us into our first game?
Yes, the
That
first.
Romi definitely is not prepped for.
This one, Romi doesn't need any prepping for. Yeah. And, the shirt really fits this because we should have a Romi shirt with all the different beautiful faces that Romi makes.
Beautiful is a generous word.
That's what we're doing here.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
We are opening up to the Romometer.
Ooh.
I believe it's the Romometer.
The Romometer. Okay,
Yes.
pardon me for saying that wrong. And if you can see on the Romometer, we've got a happy Romi, a different type of happy Romi. We have a maybe surprised Romi.
Shocked Romi.
Shocked.
And
Bug
then
in
we
my
have
face.
a dinosaur Romi, and we're gonna go Dino Romi as being like scary, bad, bad things. Even though that was a fantastic costume. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw some things your way that have happened in the world mostly Broncos related.
Okay.
And you're going to tell us kind of what face it makes you make.
So
you know?
should we just go like, just to make this easy on Romy, like 1, 2, 3, or 4?
There we go. Yep.
All right,
1 being great, 4
Oh,
being.
I was thinking the other way around.
Oh, so you think a happy Romy being 1 is bad?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm saying
I'm so
it's
confused.
a scale of 1 to 4.
Okay,
Like it would be a
yes,
scale
yes.
of 1 to 10.
I see. Okay, taking the faces out.
Yes.
Okay.
So the dino is 1? Or the
The
dino,
dino
is
is
4?
1.
Ryan has confused
need
us all.
clarification.
He has confused us
Think
all.
of it like this.
Apparently I prepped no
in
one
the
for
year
this show.
1, there were dinos on the
Okay,
Earth. So
okay.
1 is dinos. I
And
have
that's bad.
Yeah.
And dinos
Okay.
are bad.
Okay. 1 is bad.
4 is
There we
good,
go.
1 is bad.
We got to
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay.
Now we're ready to start the show.
Okay.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
okay.
I'm here for it. I might mess this up.
Yes,
Yeah, let's just
exactly.
start over.
Exactly. Okay, let's throw these scenarios your way. Nathaniel Hackett hired as head coach.
Oh, give me a 4. Wait, 4 is good, yes?
Yes,
Yes,
4 is
4 is
good.
Deep clarifying. Oh, yeah.
Oh, happy
Oh, yeah.
Romy.
Yes.
That's a Hackett face for sure.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a 4.
What do you
That's
love
a 4.
about Nathaniel Hackett?
Oh, he loves football. Yeah, no. I mean, before he got here, watching all the mic'd ups on like the Green Bay, on all the Green Bay stuff, I was like, my God. But what I love about Hackett, 2 things. First of all, the infusion of energy. I mean, we've seen that, right?
yeah.
It's unbelievable. I will say with that, I am curious. If you don't win a couple games, how's that received? Of course,
Totally.
that's something that we'll find out as it goes. But right now, it's great. What's
Yep.
not to love that energy for? But his ability to be innovative, to adapt. He's talked about this a lot. You adapt to the players. You know, you don't say, as in a la Pat Shurmur, this is my playbook. You fit in to my playbook. No, he's the total opposite, where he says, I'm going to adapt to whatever talent and whatever skill set we have. Luckily, he's got a lot. But, you know, he's going to work with the players to bring the best out of them. And I think what I love most about Hackett is that energy, that attitude. You know, it's fun, but you can tell the players respond because through the course of his career, the players he coaches get better.
Yep.
And so that is
Right.
very significant to me. And I just love the energy. It's a full 180 from Vic Fangio, but I think for us, that's going to be really exciting
Oh,
to cover
thankfully.
as well. Great sound bites coming.
Oh, yes, tons.
And I love that you pointed out, like, you got to win to kind of uphold that. And I think it's an underrated part of the Russell Wilson acquisition. It's like, you know, you've been around here a while too. Like a lot of people remember Dan Hawkins. He's a different personality from Hackett, but he had that corny catchphrases.
Not
all that
intramurals, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
I still have that shirt, by the way.
There you go. And yeah, you're a buff as well.
Right.
And
Run
so
through the eye of the storm.
when you don't win, all of that stuff wears thin, like even
Quick.
faster than like the Vic Fangio attitude wears thin, because it's like, oh my God, this dude. I mean, it's similar to like, you know, Vance Joseph, good week of practice. No one would have ever even noticed that he said that if they were winning.
Right.
Right.
But as soon as you lose, everything you start doing starts getting dissected.
Yep.
And so I was worried about that with Nathaniel Hackett when they hired him. Is like, this better work like somewhat fast, or people are gonna start just dunking on him left and right. Now he's got a quarterback. I think it's gonna work out.
Yeah,
just
the
fine.
thing, we're never going to see him go 0-3. I mean, touch and wood
Hey,
here,
hey,
but
hey, never say
we're
never.
probably not
So,
going to
right.
see that happen, and that's when it would be. So I think that's a fantastic point, and so I think Nathaniel Hackett is just on a perfect place to be right now. He gets to be himself, and he's probably not going to have to change that.
Right.
Of course, the thing is, when he has the quarterback, that means he's got instant pressure. If he did not have Russell Wilson, let's look. This year would have been, I think, a grace period year.
Not
For sure.
I mean, maybe like from a fan perspective, I don't think I especially don't think Broncos fans are giving people the benefit of the doubt of not being a part of the losing seasons. It's like, you inherited this, man. It's 5 straight losing seasons, 6 straight seasons without the playoffs. Like, you're part of it. It doesn't mean like you're all of a sudden in year one. No, you are part of this timeline.
But imagine, though, if he's in the timeline where everyone else in the AFC did what they did. So
yeah,
if he was coming in and the Broncos don't get Wilson, but they look around and the Raiders still got Chandler Jones and Devontae Adams, and the Chargers still got J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack, and Deshaun Watson went to Cleveland, and the Dolphins made the move, and you start kind of looking around the AFC. I do think that there might have been kind of a a reset and a pivoting of expectations based on what was around them.
We definitely would have been pushing for that. I just don't know if the fans would have really responded to it. Like, the losing still feels the same.
Yep. And something we were pushing for, let's go to this next one here. We were pushing, everyone wanted Tom Brady to retire. And then he retired. And then he unretired. Where is that fall on the Romometer?
You know what? I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay.
Wait,
no,
no. Yes, that's 3. Wait.
No, that's 2.
No, that's 2.
I'm so
I am
confused.
Allie was on the same.
I think I meant the first one, Allie.
It should just be 1, 2, 3, 4.
I agree.
Left to right?
I agree, but now
So
we're
right
locked
to
in.
left. Right to left.
It's right to
But now
left.
we're locked in, right? Okay.
So
This one,
No.
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 Fly in my mouth.
There we go. There we go.
Oh my
wait,
God.
is that actually what happened?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, it's a great description of it.
You know.
Yeah.
Do you know the cause of this photo?
I think there was some wind and I got some hair in my face, but unlike a normal person
Yeah.
who was like, "Oh, there's hair in my face," I was like,
Screenshot.
It's a perfect face for finding out that Tom Brady is in fact not retired.
Not retired.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, gosh, when it happened, as it was getting closer, you're like, oh. I'm almost not surprised, but
Yeah.
I'm just kind of annoyed.
Yeah,
Like, oh
exactly.
my gosh.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think perhaps because he's in the NFC, it's a little farther away.
Yep.
There's like a piece of me that's kind of like, haha, Aaron Rodgers, haha, it's not as easy of a road as you think. So I kind of like
definitely
that for
feel
some
that.
reason.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day too, and I know that like, we're not supposed to like Tom Brady here, but he's still like the GOAT. Like,
Yeah.
it still makes the game better. It's kind of like Steph Curry not playing right now, and I'm looking, at the seeding. Well, if the season ended today, Nuggets would play the Warriors. That'd be great in the playoffs. But really, like, I don't like it when a team's not playing with all of their best players, right? I don't love those matchups.
Right.
Like, for the actual game.
Yeah, you're a fan of the game. I
yeah,
like that.
You know,
Fan of the
at
league.
the end of the day, it does
Get
make
her the
Okay.
The NFL
the Rob
cap.
Lowe NFL hat.
But I think here's the other thing. I think I'm also drinking the Russell Wilson Kool-Aid right now, where I'm like, well, I'm more concerned
yeah.
what the Broncos are going to do,
Yeah.
that the Broncos are going to compete in the AFC West. I don't have time to worry about Tom Brady.
Oh,
If they
great
see him,
take.
they'll see him in
Yep.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why I don't care that much.
That's why
Yeah.
I keep telling everyone I literally can't be bothered by anything.
Yeah.
Broncos
Although
have Russell Wilson.
there's one reporter for Nesson up in New England who tweeted out yesterday, would not be surprised if Tom Brady didn't play for the Buccaneers next season, try a little further south,
Dolphins.
and notice that Rob Gronkowski hasn't re-signed with the Bucs yet.
I heard this rumor
Yeah.
too. Gosh, that would suck.
Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Another one in the
Gesicki.
AFC? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Oh my
No,
goodness.
And then it would bother me more,
Yeah.
right? If
Right.
he came into the AFC.
Right.
Yep.
And then the Dolphins would finally be relevant. That would be weird.
Yep.
And the Dolphins just gave up their good draft capital to trade for Tyreek Hill. So what would the Bucs get?
Yes.
Well,
Oh, he's a free
the
agent.
Dolphins still
No,
have,
I'm saying like there's. I think
don't the
he's
Dolphins still have 2 first rounders
he's saying
next year?
that for
Yes,
he's
they
saying
do.
that for
So,
this
so
year.
they're like, it's like, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
They
Yeah.
give 2 firsts for Tom.
Yeah.
But also, like, I feel like
God.
Bruce
Oh, for
Arians.
this year.
Like, is
Yeah.
Well,
Bruce-
next season, I assumed he meant this fall,
Oh,
right?
like this season.
This season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's Bruce. I don't know. Bruce Arians, like, is he going to let that happen?
He said something at the combine when asked, and this was before Tom unretired.
Right.
It was something, or maybe it was the GM actually, and they were asked, if a team traded, he said like, absolutely no way
Right.
are
and
we
he
trading
said,
Tom.
Didn't he say, like,
said it's
6
bad,
firsts or
bad
something?
business, you know?
Right, yeah.
Like, I don't know. He doesn't seem like the guy that's going to, like, if you're coming back, you're playing for me, bro.
Also, I'm
Bruce Arians
calling
is smart
Tom's
to
bluff
know.
if he's like, if you don't trade me, I'm re-retiring. I'm be like, you can't do that.
Well, the other thing also is the Dolphins can actually offer something of value. I mean, it's obviously no one's saying that Tua is Tom Brady, but Tua
Close.
in
though.
Tampa, that still might win you the division over there in the NFC South.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
I
and
mean,
Chetty.
Yeah.
I like
yeah.
to.
About old
Yeah.
Tettles.
My biggest take on the Tom Brady unretiring was, when like your partner is right about something, and not for any reason, you're just annoyed by it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Allie experiences that a lot. That's how I felt about
Yes,
Zach.
in couples therapy right now.
That's how I felt about Zach being right about this. He was, like, from the second Tom retired, he was like, he's not really retiring, and then he was right, and that was annoying to me.
You know what? It was worth it, though, for
I appreciate your honesty.
all the great memes. right?
Yeah.
That came out. And all the my favorite one was whoever came up with the Tom Brady sat in the school pickup line for 2 weeks and was like, I'd rather have Aaron Donald pile drive me to the earth than go out like this. It was worth it just for all of those.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Also, we got to get off our tweets about how he doesn't have a winning record against the Broncos.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We'll get to use those again.
Do the Broncos
hopefully.
and Dolphins play?
Not this year.
Okay, thank God.
Yes.
Although playoffs,
Yeah.
maybe that's what his final thing is. He's like, I have to get a winning record against the Broncos in the playoffs.
Wouldn't that be great if that's what he said too?
That would be flattering.
Yeah, it really would
That
be.
would be great.
So then another great quarterback, the Russell Wilson trade. Where is that?
12?
12.
Yeah.
Yes.
12?
Yeah, you got to go 4 of them.
Yes, there we go.
There's so many things about this. But first of all, I can't believe it happened. I can't believe it happened this fast. I can't believe Seattle could have dragged this out all off season. You could have got teams, bidding against each other. But, and all the stuff they came out and said Russ initiated it. But, that's not true.
George Paton straight up said they came to
They
him.
called the Broncos. They initiated it, right? And so, which is all of that's kind of crazy to me. It's also crazy to me that you're going to go with the 71-year-old coach over a franchise quarterback.
Great
okay,
point.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Do you know what life is like without a franchise quarterback? Look at the Broncos the last 6 years.
fixing to find out.
What are you doing? They are fixing to find out. So crazy that it happened. But also, just such a massive win. I know we talk about what the Broncos gave up. I'm like, no, that's fine. Yeah. That's nothing.
Yep.
That's nothing. And
Exactly how we
I
feel.
love Shelby, but the players you gave up, the one you'll probably miss the most is Shelby. But Drew, bye. Noah, I like Noah too, but bye. Russ doesn't use his tight ends all that much anyway.
Yeah.
But but the biggest thing is already he's been there 5 minutes and there's a culture change happening, and you can see it. It's unbelievable. Zach, you were at that presser. I was talking to Justin Simmons off the side, and he said man, you could feel it here today. There's a complete change in culture. And then he went on to say he's changed this building.
Yeah.
It's he's been here for a day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's that's the real deal. The Broncos have not had a guy like that since Peyton Manning. A guy who, how many off seasons, guys, have we been? Are you going to get together with the players? Yeah, we're going to try and do a camp. OTAs come around. Have you done one yet? No, we're going to try and do it in June. Training camp comes around. Did you guys do it? Oh, we didn't manage.
Got together with a couple guys yesterday.
Right? He gets the quarterbacks out there. He's got Cush out there. This is the real deal. This is a difference between someone who's the guy and then someone who's, I want to be the guy, right? This is a win on every level.
Yeah.
I can't think of a negative.
And it took him 6 days to do that
Right.
after fully becoming a Bronco
right.
to do that. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And when during that press conference, it was George Paton, Nathaniel Hackett, and Russell Wilson, and it was crazy that the hot coach in town was just up there. No one wanted to ask him any questions and that's how it should be when you have it right, because the quarterback should be the most important person in that building, and the Broncos finally have that.
And Nathaniel Hackett doesn't care
No.
because he's going to look like a genius.
Yep.
He's going to come in here and take the Broncos to the playoffs in his first year, most likely. I'll touch wood. But, it's crazy that how much Russ shifted it, because I already think Hackett had shifted it, right?
Yeah.
The vibe, if we had a vibometer, it would have been at negative 10.
Yeah.
And then I think Hackett got it back to 0.
Even. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Russ brought it back to positive 10 already.
Right.
And it's just a couple moves. And I imagine just every player when they wake up in the morning, because I feel it every day when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, we got Russ. It's great. Life is great. And that's probably how they all feel. And just think of how different that is from the way they must have felt in week 10 of last year. It's how are we supposed to defend this? What are we going to say now? Oh, we're going to miss the playoffs again.
Right.
Yep, exactly. The vibes are totally different. But got to get your take on the Romometer.
Wait, really quick. The Russell Wilson trade will always be a where I knew where I was when. So what were you doing? What was your reaction? How did that go down for you?
Well, oh man, I was actually, where was I? Oh, I was at my parents' house. And then it was, I was off that day, and I was like, I come running upstairs. My parents are diehards. My mom brings a cowbell to the game.
Yeah,
It's
amazing.
for real. She yells at the people around her. They're not yelling enough. I came upstairs and I was like, oh my gosh, the Broncos just traded for Russell Wilson. My older brother's in town from Canada. Bless his heart, he doesn't care about sports. He like doesn't even care about hockey. And he was like, so that's a good thing? And I was like, get out. So I will significantly always remember that. But I was at my parents' house, and then we were just like so excited. We were like talking about all of a sudden, oh my gosh, like football's going to be fun again.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, like I can't
Yep.
believe this. And it's like the other thing, kind of like what you were talking about with like the vibe. When you were talking about that, made me think of Von Miller a couple weeks into his stint with the Rams. I remember him saying, people kind of got mad at him, whatever, just sensitive about it. But he was saying, like, when we lose a game here, nothing changes.
Yeah.
When we were when I was in Denver, it was like, okay, how can we reinvent the wheel? How can we do something different?
Yeah.
And I feel like you see with Russ, that's how it's going to be. They lose a game here, and it's not like, oh, God, this is hopeless, right? You're going to lose football games,
Yep.
and you just know that he's going to bring that kind of steady nature, that winning culture, right?
Yep.
And it's those little things too.
When you have a track record of success, you can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you don't have a track record of success, it's like then nobody has faith in what you're doing.
Right.
And that would have been the tricky thing for Nathaniel Hackett without Russell Wilson, even though I think expectations would have been down, is that okay, all the rah fired up stuff, that would have rung hollow if they were 0-5.
Right.
Right. But now if let's say they start off 0-2, and they could they could open up with, Rams, Chargers, and lose both games. I don't think there's going to be any mashing of the panic button if that happens.
Yeah. No, there won't be. And I mean, there would be some mashing of the panic button.
And and then those of us who recall what happened when Peyton Manning first got here, when they start off 1-2 and 2-3, are going to say, look, this is the sort of thing that happens with a quarterback getting used to his new environment, his receivers getting used to him, and exacerbated by a new head coach and first-time coordinators all around.
Yeah, totally. And people will be panicking about that exact
Well,
thing.
that's just what
But most importantly, they won't be panicking in the building.
No.
Right.
Like, those players went in, right, and we're just like,
Oh, yeah.
man, and they come out every week and they say the right things. But you know how they felt last year.
Yeah.
Right.
It's going to be even if you start, like you said, 1-2.
And if
there's still that, okay, we're going to get it together.
Right, and if you have a formula that works, when something goes wrong, you don't suddenly think, oh no, the formula is wrong.
Right.
And so like Russ has his formula, whatever. It's going to be a little bit different here in Denver, but you don't start saying, oh God, how do we change this? What are we doing wrong? How do we make this right? Which is like the entire Vic Fangio area. I'm sure that's how he felt because he didn't have a formula.
Right.
And so he just spent the whole time trying to find the formula. Nathaniel Hackett doesn't have to find the formula. It's crazy. He goes from having to learn, like, from the jump, his challenge is how do I win Super Bowls, not how do I win football games.
Right.
Yep, exactly. So the expectations are more, but it's a lot easier for him to do it. But one of the things that makes it a lot harder is everything that's gone on in the AFC West outside of Denver. Where's the Romometer on that?
Oh my gosh. That is at wait, I have to remember what it is. I'm going to go with 2 just because
2.
like
Yeah.
it.
That's perfect.
That's actually 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually.
I
That's
thought
the
it was
one.
2
Whatever
too.
that one is, that's the one. Allie knows what we're doing. Allie knows.
I'll
what I'm
just
talking
let you and
about.
Allie deal with this from here on out.
Dude, I gotta be honest.
The comments are confused.
That's hilarious. It's a good bit.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, it's like my brain. I'm confused anyway. It works very well. I love it. I gotta be honest. I absolutely love it. I mean, it is going to be a gauntlet. Now, here's the thing. One of the reasons I love it is because I believe that everything that the Broncos have done are going to have them right in contention. And and when I see them all making these moves, I'm like, well, the Broncos are going to be competitive. I believe the Broncos absolutely are going to be competing to win this division. I think I don't know. There's a piece of me that I guess I shouldn't like it in the sense of like, no, right? Because I just want the Broncos to have an easy path. But man, come on, these games are going to be so fun, you guys. The AFC is going to be so fun. And honestly, I think what I like the most is that the Chiefs are doing the worst job.
Yeah.
And if I want to see anyone fall from grace, it's the Chiefs. That losing streak is ending.
Yeah.
That's not a bold prediction. That's a happening.
You heard
That
it
is
here
a
first.
thing
That's the
that is
breaking news.
happening.
Pat McAfee,
listen,
come
Pat
get it.
McAfee. Here you go. Broncos are going to beat the Chiefs twice.
Oh, let's go.
That may do it.
I'm fired up.
Oh, wow.
I love
But
this.
what I think is crazy, and I just keep thinking about this, you guys, is there's a team that could very well be a Super Bowl contender that won't make the playoffs, that might not make the playoffs from this division.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's because eventually you're going to be playing each other. Mathematically, someone's going to be out. One of the best teams in the AFC could end up being the fourth place team,
Yep.
in the division. An excellent team is going to end up third in this division.
Yep.
And that is like crazy to me. But I'm excited for the games. It's going to be super fun. I can't believe it. I guess, again, this is like the same theory as the Tom Brady thing. Because the Broncos are making all these moves, I feel okay about what everyone else is doing because I feel like they can compete. But I'm sure there are going to be times during the year that I'm like,
I know.
I'm so mad that Devontae Adams is a Raider, and I really don't like that.
I respect this take from you because I'm the opposite. I'm like, I wish the Raiders, Chargers, and Chiefs were 3 of the 4 worst teams in the NFL. And the Broncos just got to coast through the division like that. That's weak on my part.
It is.
Like,
It's
you
very
you have
weak.
the stronger take.
Yeah, and you took the words right out of my mouth because that's exactly how I feel when I see an Adam Schefter tweet come that the Raiders just got so much better. At first I'm like, man, but I'm like, oh, I like this. The division's just going to be so good. It's like having Pro Bowl teams go after it every single week, and also, I mean, the AFC West is just going to be. They're probably going to have one primetime game every single week, right?
Yeah. And they have to.
Yeah.
I truly think that someone needs to think quickly here and start the AFC network and or the AFC West network,
Right.
and put every single game in primetime.
Yep.
Who says no?
Why would you say no?
Yeah. No.
And also, this is probably me with like my orange and blue glasses, but again, I like it because I still feel like the Broncos are now equipped to beat everybody. So right?
Yeah.
But again, if the first game they play the Raiders and they lose to Josh McDaniels, I'm no longer going to be happy that Chandler Jones is there and Devontae Adams is there, and
No. It's going to make those wins much sweeter too.
Yes.
I can't see what happened, but I saw that Perna left a super chat and Allie reacted to it, so I got to see what it is.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Here we go. What does it say? Oh, Mile High Fire was an inside job.
So where's that on the Romometer? The Mile High Fire. We haven't talked about that.
That that's got to be Dino.
Yeah.
That's Dino.
Yeah.
I'm just glad we got to see the Dino.
Everyone's okay.
Everyone's okay.
I heard the seats were petroleum based.
Yeah.
That's standard.
Is it? That
Yeah.
seems
Plastic,
like
isn't
a
it?
hazard.
They're plastic. Yeah.
Plastic is petroleum.
Yeah.
that's true.
Oh, okay.
That's
Wow.
that's just how you build the seats. I mean, people are like, "Oh my gosh, why are they doing that?" That's pretty much every
didn't think it was,
plastic
like, a
seat in the
unique thing to
country
Denver.
is built has petroleum somewhere in it.
I just had no idea that seats
Yeah.
could be flammable.
How does it start? That's the thing.
Dude, okay, so that's my question, because I know they said it was a construction zone, but there was like those videos going around. There was a girl who was on a stadium tour
It's like
who
two
showed the video,
seats.
and it's just like in
Yeah.
the mid, like did a wide, I don't know, did like, so I'm like,
Maybe something from underneath.
I don't know, right? But it was weird because
right.
it didn't start, like they had said maybe it started in the suite, but it was clearly like in the middle of the seats.
Or
Right.
Very weird.
the other thing that's possible is, maybe they were working kind of on the overhang. From the 500 level, and maybe they were doing some wiring or something like that, and maybe for all we know, maybe putting in some TV screens, or like in Buffalo, actually above the club seats there are literally heaters all along to keep you warm. I mean, it's possible they were doing some electrical work on that for trying to wire something up there, and then it fell into the seats. That's just me speculating.
I think
according to Perno, the seats are literally made of oil. Just
That
oil
seems
seats.
flammable.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I think happened. I think it was started. Drew Lock was collecting his belongings.
We need the conspiracy theory hat here. I think everyone's gonna get a shot at their conspiracy theory. There we go. Give her the tinfoil hat.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. You gotta put that on. All right, let's go. Let it fly.
This is perfect.
I think Drew Lock was collecting his belongings. He was leaving, and he had Pat Shurmur's playbook and a match. But he dropped it.
Boom. Up in smoke.
Up in
flames.
smoke.
So Drew was doing everyone a favor.
Well, I just think that good ball security, didn't. Is Drew, right?
Yeah.
But I definitely think it was Pat Shurmur's playbook.
Yeah.
I see.
That's really good, and that's
the
flammable.
thing.
Yeah,
I
and that
think
thing
it
is
was
flammable.
I think it was a ritual cleansing. I don't
Wait,
think Drew
you
was
gotta pass
involved.
the hat on.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you. I think it was a ritual cleansing of the Pat Shurmur era by burning the playbook.
Oh, I like this. Now,
Yeah.
it's not
could
the
have been
first
anybody.
ritual cleansing at the Denver Broncos stadium, of course, when the Broncos moved from the brown and yellow jerseys to orange and blue,
Yeah.
they had a ceremony where they
burned it.
all
true.
those disgusting jerseys and socks.
It's very true. It's very true.
Mile High Prophet here, the super chat saying the fire was a ritual cleansing of the lost.
All right, I want my crack
There
at
we
it.
go.
Pass it
There
on
you
down.
go.
There
It
we
was,
go.
so we
Enjoy.
agree it was Pat Shurmur's playbook.
I am going to go with a different conspiracy theory here.
You
I
need kindling, so yes, I think the playbook was involved.
I like this. I like this. But new owner coming in town, right? New owner says to, some member of the Broncos organization, you can guess who, "Hey, I really want a new stadium. Do you think the people will go for it?" And said member of the Broncos organization is like, "No, they'll never go for it. Like, everyone loves having the stadium downtown. The stadium's not that old. We like having it here." And then, boom, he's like, "I have an idea. We just burn down the stadium, then they'll have no choice but to build a new stadium with taxpayer money."
I like that.
Those
Unfortunate.
darn firefighters just had
Yeah.
to save the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
God.
and
Well,
those darn
they didn't
people on
respond
the
so
stadium
quickly.
tour were the ones that pointed out the taxpayers themselves
Yes.
saved the stadium.
Huge win for taxpayers.
Yes, could you imagine if you were on a tour of a stadium
And it's on
you're just-
fire.
The
Yeah,
stadium is on
Thursday
fire.
afternoon, and it just catches fire?
You want to
I
get a
don't, I
crack?
don't have any.
You've had like 5 minutes to come up with
I don't
something.
have, Russ cooking. What do we have?
Oh, yeah. Russ, we literally said yesterday Russ is
You know what?
cooking
I'm
with
going to
gas.
amend mine. I'm still going to say Pat Shurmur's playbook, but I think Vic Fangio was walking out one more time and dropped a flammable challenge flag on it.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Someone in the comments saying Pat Shurmur has a playbook.
Oh, well,
Fair.
that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he wrote everything in it with pencil.
Just like Vic used to before he decided to stop coaching
And
in
he
the box.
did not consult his wife.
Fatal
about it.
flaw of his coaching career.
yeah, really
All right,
was.
we've probably run.
I wonder
like,
how
I don't
Mrs.
know,
Shurmur feels
40
about
minutes
having
longer than
extra
so,
time with
yes.
Pat now, by the way.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, we're
not
only
too bad.
13 minutes
Not
long.
too
this
bad.
time.
Agent. Just got a good job.
Yeah.
Got to remind you guys to come down to the DNVR bar. Romy,
Yes.
you are a frequenteur of. Is that a word?
And
I
is
kind of
now.
like it.
Yeah.
like
of
it.
the DNVR bar. Give the people your review of the bar.
Oh man, place to be. This is an absolute place to be. You know why? I know you guys always like to use like the phrase "the vibes," but it's so true. The vibes are immaculate here. I think for one of the best parts about sports in Denver is the fans. Right? The fans here are the best. They rally around their teams, and it's like you don't want to go to a bar where it's about whatever's on. It's about others' teams. There's this just community. And that's what the absolute best part about this is no matter where you go, everyone's going to come in here. You're all rooting for the same thing. And that kind of community is what makes sports so special.
Yeah.
And you guys have such, I can't think of another good word, but special way of connecting everybody. And that is really hard to find in any city, at any sports bar, right? Because it's more like, oh, we want to be open to the masses. And you are, but it's the most welcoming environment. And it's just, there's no better way, there's no more fun way to watch sports than here.
That was
Gonna make me
better
cry.
than I could have ever done selling the bar. So there you go. Just clip that and play it every single time I'm supposed to do that read.
Yes, yeah, that
Thank you,
is,
Romy. That means a lot.
That is beautiful. And something else that's beautiful is winning money over at DraftKings Sportsbook. If you bet $5 on any team to win and they win, you get $200 in free bets. Who's the winning bet tonight? St. Peter's. I like
Yeah.
that. I
It's
like
not
that.
the best way if you're going for the.
I'm all in on the Peacocks. Come on.
Yes. How can you not?
Like, how mad would you be if you're like, I'm a peacock? But now you can be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
you're
see-
fighting
peacocks are angry,
now.
but like birds, though, man. They
It's
don't
really
mess
true.
around when they
No.
get mad.
Did you see Eli? He was wearing the shirt yesterday. He got his own St. Peter's Peacocks shirt.
Really?
And I really wanted it, but all there were those fake bots in the comments saying, like, here's where I got the shirt.
Yeah.
Couldn't find the real
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Tough.
But if you bet on them, let's say you bet $5 on them, you'll get $200 in free bets if they win, and then whatever 5 times 6.5 is, because they're plus 650
Yep.
tonight. I love that bet. And even if you let's say you want to go with Mace's UNC,
$32.50 by the way.
$32.50. So you're bringing home over $230 with a $5 bet. You can only get that over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the code DNVR at sign up to get that. And of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Also want to tell you about the American Raptors. It's your Colorado rugby team with a rebrand that's here to stay. The American Raptors are composed of crossover athletes that just ended their first season at 5-5. Pretty good for former athletes coming together for the first time, putting their skills to the test. These are athletes from basketball, baseball, soccer, track, other sports, and they're trying their hands at the game of rugby, and they're coming together to play matches. And guess what? You can watch them for free. That's right, for free. Head on over to AmericanRaptors.com and grab your free ticket for the upcoming season. They've got 3 matches coming up over at Infinity Park in Glendale in May. So go to AmericanRaptors.com, get all the information you need for those free tickets. And if you want to read about it or listen to more about it, check out the coverage from our guy, Colton Strickler. He's got the DNVR Rugby podcast. He's got written content over at DNVR Rugby. Help you learn about the game if you're just learning about rugby for the first time. Check all that out. There's some kind of big things going on in rugby. The potential of the U.S. actually hosting the Rugby World Cup in 2031. So there's plenty to talk about in the rugby world. Check all that out with our guy Colton Strickler over at DNVR Rugby.
Okay, I got a mic. We've got some comments here. We've got someone.
Allie got shamed. Whoever shamed Allie into getting a mic in the comments, big fan of you.
We've got Will saying my super chat is so getting ignored. Waste of money. No, it's not.
Don't let him troll you. He's just a troll.
Will's a troll.
Well, he was saying stadium seats all have petroleum. Guys, get with the program.
Okay, that was just me. It was very much pointed at just me.
Yes,
I get it.
yes.
Okay, I'm with the program
No,
now.
I mean,
Thanks,
I had
Will.
the same reaction when I heard the was it with the chief of the fire department? I don't know whoever said it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the spokesperson,
Yeah.
I mean,
And I was
it's
like,
one of those things like, if
okay.
most people didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was the thing. So
Thank you.
And so I get that, but like when I heard that, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, plastic, of course.
Yeah.
I did not think that at all. No.
You thought they were like using Vaseline to make the seats?
I thought plastic was just plastic, you know?
Well,
just comes
I'm
from the
with Zach
plastic
on this
farm.
one. I
But
just was like, oh, it's flammable because it's
Plastic
plastic. Come on.
Right.
Plastic farm, also known as an oil rig.
I mean,
So is all plastic flammable then?
Sure.
yeah.
I think so.
I mean, and the
Wow.
thing is, like, what are the alternatives? You could have wood seats. Yeah, I mean, that's flammable too.
Yeah. Metal seats.
There you go. There
They
you
can-
go.
That would
Very
be
comfortable.
There's
Not great
probably
for a
Yeah.
sunny day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's probably some.
I'm just saying, Folsom
Oil
Field
in
is
it.
just concrete and metal. Nothing's happening there.
Yeah.
That's very true. It's
And,
a good one.
okay, then we have another super chat here that is Perna trying to get his code for DraftKings up on the screen. And guess
Son of
what?
a-
We usually put every super chat up on the screen, but I'm not doing that, Perna. Thanks for the
Perna.
$5.
Perna, if you ever
Oh.
come to the bar, I'll buy you a beer with your $5 that you
Oh,
donated
there we go.
And we have
There
someone
we
else
go.
in the comments saying they've been chased by a peacock, and it was life-changing.
Life-changing
In a
in a good or bad
Yeah,
way?
I
In
need
a
more
terrifying
details.
Sounds
way, I
good.
assume.
But yeah, in a
Yeah.
terrifying way. Because don't they have roaming peacocks at the zoo? Like they're just free to roam anywhere?
Yes.
That's
Zoo.
kind of horrifying.
Yeah.
No, I think it's
was all-
enlightening.
Do you mess with them?
How
No, you
fast
just
can a peacock
admire
run?
them.
Oh.
There was a winery
Can we get a
I
peacock
went to
foot
once
speed
at a
or
peacocks.
ground speed?
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys still talking about the peacocks?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, no. Logan here said Brandon Perna has blessed us with his presence.
Oh.
That was a $2
yes,
super
yes,
chat
he has.
because of Perna's
Yeah.
presence.
We love
Peacocks
Perna.
have a top running speed of around 16 kilometers per hour.
What, can you
miles per hour?
convert that
Yeah.
for us, Mace?
Yeah.
That's like I believe that's like 9 miles an hour.
Oh, if
Can
you
we-
can't
can we
outrun that,
outrun?
yeah, if you can't outrun 9 miles per hour, you got
You
a
should get
problem.
eaten.
He
by
said
a
it was
peacock? Is that
terrifying
what you're
yet
saying?
exhilarating.
Oh.
Wow.
Maybe it's because when the plumage kind of comes out, it gives that effect like that one dinosaur in Jurassic Park when all the opens up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
So I'm going to add this in the YouTube description, Peacock Talk.
Peacock.
Peacock
Yeah.
talk. I like
Yes,
that. I
Make
like
sure you
that.
get the P part in there.
Yeah.
though.
Yes, definitely,
I think
definitely.
they throw you off too because it's like, oh, look at this beautiful, majestic.
Right.
Yeah, oh my
Right.
God, it's really me.
Yes.
Everybody run.
Also, is there is there an animal name that you can have more fun with and kind of plumb the depths of taste than peacock?
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
just think of the syllables right there. I'm not going to separate them, but I
Right.
mean,
Unfortunately for peacocks, their faces are pretty ugly.
Well, yeah. Isn't it just mainly a
Probably
beak?
why they're angry.
They're just they kind
Yeah,
of look
true.
like turkeys.
Yeah,
They're like
they do.
fancy turkeys.
Yeah, fancy to do. They think they taste as good.
I don't know.
Doesn't seem like they have a lot of meat on them.
Right.
You know, it's more like the
Right.
flour.
Right.
Like the,
A lot of air.
Yeah, a lot of air.
Like a jellyfish.
Right.
All right, let's move on. I don't know what. the
really,
heck we're
really
doing.
quick, guys. I just saw something up in Seattle. They've been brainwashed, according to Michael
Don't do
Sean
this.
Duggar, a Seattle Seahawks reporter, he said he was in speaking to third grade students today, and as soon as Russell Wilson's name came up, everyone in the class yelled, "Traitor!"
Wow, they traded him.
They traded
They
him.
traded him,
Yes,
man.
maybe they meant like traitor, like he was traded.
Or possibly. Or they were like
Yeah.
confused about his gender and they were like, trade her.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. It's
Or maybe
it's unfortunate.
they're just suffering so bad because, guys, now they have Drew Lock.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
do
Have we
this.
hit the
Do you, want,
cutoff
do
day?
you want more Peacock talk? Because
Actually-
we have a super chat here for a Peacock fact.
Let's go. Peacock fact. Bring it in.
Brandon Perna Peacock factor?
Yes, he says the family of peafowl is called a pevy? I don't
What? A family of
Peafowl?
peafowl,
Peafowl.
as in
Peafowl.
bird.
Okay.
Peafowl.
It's called a bevy.
It's called a bevy of peacocks.
That's very random.
Is that like a murder
Yeah.
of ravens?
Oh, I thought it was
Yes,
a murder
murder
of
of
crows.
crows.
Crows. Oh.
I don't know if
The
ravens are ravens crows. Is this like a square rectangle thing?
You're our bird guy. You're
Yeah.
supposed to know this.
I'm not like I just like to like
Oh,
birds.
now you're backpedaling on
I
how
don't
much
do
of a bird
research
guy
on
you are.
anything.
What do you mean you like to like birds?
Like I
Oh.
like birds. Like I like
You a bird
Yeah.
watcher?
I like to enjoy a good bird.
Oh,
Okay.
ravens
But I
are
don't-
unkindness.
Oh.
An unkindness of ravens and a murder
No
of
way.
crows.
An
came up with that?
unkindness of
Oh, it's a-
ravens.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
pride of lions.
Wow.
In,
It's
a pack of...
in mythology, ravens were also often associated with bad luck and got a reputation for being tricksters. This could contribute to them being referred to as an unkindness.
Wow.
The Ravens fans should just rename themselves the Unkindness.
Yeah, exactly.
That-
Yeah,
that
that'd
would
be,
be
that'd be
not a bad
sick.
idea.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Kinda dope.
sweet.
I would wear that
Welcome-
shirt if I was a Raven.
Yeah.
Welcome into the
Welcome-
stadium of unkindness.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
that's
do have to warn. When I went to the Raven Stadium, they have an announcement that says, "We like all NFL fans. Please do not harass or do anything to other fans who are wearing different jerseys." And I was like, "Oh wow!" And Philadelphia is the bad one, but whatever.
right.
We've
Philly
got
just doesn't give that message. They don't care.
right.
bird
They
facts to
embrace
honor Russell Wilson.
There we go.
Well, I
Yes,
mean,
we love
Baltimore
that.
is
We're
south.
gonna really honor Russell
yeah,
Wilson in
yeah.
the third segment.
Baltimore
if we ever
is
get
just south of the Mason-Dixon line, so maybe they've got just a little bit of that southern hospitality thing going for it.
Right, right.
there. I was looking at a map the other day for one of the first times.
I thought you didn't research anything.
Yeah, exactly. This is. I was like, wow, maps. These are cool. A lot of places that are considered like some people would consider the South are like north of Denver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Denver's in the south.
I don't know. Are we in the West? Are we in the Midwest? The South?
Don't say Midwest.
You're not the
Don't
Midwest.
bring that
You're not
up.
the Midwest.
Romy, we need your expert opinion.
What? Is this the Midwest?
Where is
What
Denver?
region is Colorado or Denver?
There is a right answer, too, by the way.
When you say region, you mean like West,
The
Midwest?
West, southeast, southwest,
Whatever you wanna
North,
consider it.
Midwest.
Northeast.
Oh,
You could
boy.
say it has its own, the Rocky Mountain region, which some people have said before.
It's definitely not the Midwest.
Oh, whew,
It is
thank you.
not the Midwest.
Thank you. You cleared the hurdle.
I don't think it's the West either, though.
Oh.
Yeah,
Vic
it
Lombardi
has its own place.
Can be offended.
I mean, I guess it's the West, but like when I think of West, I think of the West Coast.
So
like,
for me, the best part of Denver is the people, and it's because it's perfectly in between the West and the Midwest. So you have the chillness of the West with the kindness
Yeah.
of the Midwest. Boom! You combine those two things together in a hybrid. That's why we have the best people.
so what zone is it though?
It's
the West.
the vibe zone.
It's its own.
West.
It is the vibe zone. It is the,
Vibe.
I
it's
think
the
it's.
mountain vibe zone.
I think it's the Mountain West. I think. Like,
Oh, I like that.
you're right.
Don't
I
like
think-
the conference, but like this.
Right.
I mean, I think
Right.
like the Mountain West would be Utah,
I
Colorado,
wanna be with-
Wyoming,
Yeah.
Montana.
It's a little too like farm vibe for me though.
As soon as you throw in Wyoming, like that's
Yeah.
a whole other.
But Wyoming's got the Tetons going through. I mean, Wyoming's got some of the most
Yeah.
amazing mountains
Beautiful.
on the planet.
Beautiful.
Yes.
It also has terrible wind.
And then like Arizona, New Mexico is the Southwest.
All right, we should
Yeah.
probably at some point enter our second segment.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
how does this end? How does this conversation end? How does this segment end? How does this play end? That is what we're doing right now. How does this end? Ryan Koenigsberg, as we
Yes.
have
Ooh,
as a
I like
commenter
it.
saying.
Oh,
So
That's
great
the wrong
rookie
graphic.
draft.
That's
That's
the
an
wrong
old one.
graphic.
that is different. So what we're gonna do, Romy,
Yes.
is we're going to show you because we can't show full plays because of NFL.
Shout out to the
and
NFL.
things.
Tight rules,
Yeah,
tight
we're
rules
being
there.
Grow the
really
game,
not
baby.
fun.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we're gonna show you a clip of the start of a play, and then we're going to guess how it ends.
Okay.
Specifically, you're going to guess
Oh,
how it
no.
ends, and then
I
we'll
feel like I'm
show
gonna do
the
terrible
clip
on
of
this.
how it ended. And we'll see how you do. I think most of them are Russell Wilson based, but we may, because you're on, may have some of your favorite player, Drew Lock. We may have some photos of him as well. So if we
Put
can
that
get
evil on her.
the
I
first
feel bad.
one,
I feel like I'm a Drew hater. I'm not a Drew hater. I'm just happy he's not our quarterback.
a realist?
realist.
Realist.
Yeah.
People, but you know what? I try to argue that I'm a realist, and people are like, no, you're a hater. You're a
Yeah.
pessimist.
Yeah.
Haters and realists are close cousins.
They're not. They're not.
not. I'm
There's
with Mace on this.
optimism, pessimism, realism. It's in the middle.
It's just not as much fun always.
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right, so let's get this first one pulled up here. Okay, what do we have going on? It seems like that maybe says 4th and 21.
I think it's 3rd and 21. Or
Third
is
and
it 3rd
21. Mace knows
it's
its exact
2nd and
play.
21.
One, or is it an end or an R?
I think it's an N.
Okay, it's either 2nd or 3rd then.
Okay,
It's not
so
4th.
we have Russ being chased by some Cardinals. Speaking of birds, shout out.
Oh, two
He's
ugly-ass
on
uniforms,
his
by the way.
own 30-yard
birds.
line. It looks like he has his back to the defense right now, and he's in a whole lot of trouble. And there's, 2 Cardinals defenders right around him, one closing in. This is a nightmare situation on 4th and 21.
Can you make that a little bit bigger
I'm
for
sorry, you
us
guys.
on
I'm
the
blind as a
screen?
bat,
Yeah.
so I'm like.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's
I
that,
need- yeah.
it's that bright
That's as
crayon
far as
color.
All right,
an-
that's a little better.
That's an N. Okay.
Yeah, so his back is officially
it's
to the
2nd and
defense.
21.
2nd and 21, and he's at least 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of those refs is out of position, I just have to say.
You're right.
Why are
you're
they right next to
You're
each other?
absolutely right.
All
What
right,
do we think?
Romy,
What do
how
we
does it
think
end?
happens?
And I think Russ is gonna roll out right towards the sideline.
okay.
Throw it crossbody to one of those fellas that was in the corner.
Yep.
First down.
First down.
All right.
Am I so bold to say touchdown?
Oh.
Touchdown.
Oh, let's see how it ends. Does it end in the end zone? It
Oh.
does! What a
Touchdown.
call.
All you needed to see was
Impressive.
those two
Yeah.
screen grabs and
Yep.
say, "We have Russell Wilson."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Exactly.
Come
I mean,
on.
look at that. His
Look at
back's
that.
to the defense. It looks like a defender even has a hand
Hand
on
on
him
him.
right now. And somehow he shakes and bakes out of this to then throw a bomb to someone that can get 70 yards from where Russ was to the end zone.
You know what would be cool?
If the stadium caught on fire?
If we could show that clip. Thanks a lot, NFL.
Yeah, that would be
But
fun.
just use your imagination of how
Yeah.
A got to B.
Yeah, I visualized how you described it, and it was that.
See it happening.
All right,
Alright.
let's see another one. How does it? Oh wow,
That picture.
It's really
is so
clear.
blurry
This
factor.
is not me.
I literally don't know what.
Okay, so
team
I'm
this
thinking
is.
This is how I see
Seahawks-
everything
no, this
on
is-
a normal
Oh, no.
basis. By the way,
This is
me watching
Broncos
everything.
Cowboys, I think.
last year.
Broncos are wearing all blues.
So is that Teddy?
No.
So the Broncos are it looks like 2nd and 12.
Okay. Yep. Or 17.
That's the Seahawks, guys.
Oh.
That's
What
the
is that orange I
Seahawks.
see on their hips?
That's a what?
Like on the offensive lineman hips, I feel like I see orange.
because it's
Oh, breast cancer
Oh, yeah,
awareness.
look right there.
Okay, I'm gonna be talking for Mace since I don't think anyone can hear him. So
Oh, yeah.
he's saying. So it's Seahawks.
Seahawks, Cowboys.
Okay, so
or
that's
might be Lions.
that's got to be Russ, right?
So yes, Russ is
It
being
looks like he's
Right
being
there on,
sacked.
like, the 28.
There is a guy on his back taking
Yeah.
him down. Yeah, at about the 28-yard line. Romy, I mean, he's 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A dude is on him. Does this end in a sack? Is that the next clip we're just going to see like half a second later and he's just on the ground?
I mean, I just don't know why. That just doesn't seem like
It doesn't
the
seem.
spirit of
It
things.
doesn't seem.
So I'm gonna
like
go with
it.
no.
I hope
Yeah,
this was
okay,
a trick.
okay.
Somehow,
Yeah, that'd be great.
somehow neither knee touched the ground.
Yep.
And he just kind of matrixed it around.
Okay.
I'm gonna say he rushed for a first down.
Oh, I like that. Let's see. Oh my gosh, is that
Is that him running?
It looks like him.
I think so.
Oh my,
my God!
gosh.
Let's go.
Russell Wilson.
Who prepped Romy too
What?
much? You guys said I didn't
What?
prep Romy at all.
What?
Someone gave her all the cheat codes.
Guys,
I can
that
tell
is
it's Russ by the
impressive.
thickness.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have,
I also
super
think that's
producer
not
Kale here.
Dallas, though. I think that's definitely Detroit.
Ah,
He's
that would
saying,
make
I'm sorry,
sense.
I could only do so much.
Kale, can you give us the answer key?
Yeah,
Russ
right.
doesn't
Right.
ensure sack.
Russ is in a sure sack. All right. Anything else?
Yeah.
That's all I got. For
Rush
Okay.
is in a sure sack, and he breaks out for a
breaks
first
out.
down. And it looked like a lot
It
more.
looked like he
That's
was going to
impressive,
keep
Romi.
running forever.
Yeah, it really does. All right, let's see if he can pull off the magic in this next one. He probably does, is my guess. Okay, this
this
is
is
definitely
nice and
Now we know
Seahawks.
this is
Seahawks, Giants,
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Where's Russ?
Somewhere being swallowed up.
Right there, right?
Yeah.
It
In
looks
between
Man,
the
it
hashes?
looks like dude's on his back already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In between the hashes, looks like big defensive linemen. What is his offensive line on this play?
Where are they?
I don't-
Is there only 3 of them?
I think there's one at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I
Looks like
definitely
a
only
lot.
see 3
World
of them.
Over here,
No
64,
wonder Russ
yeah.
wanted more protection. This is awful.
3, 4, 5.
Wait,
Wow, this is.
Who's the bro on the 8? How'd you get there?
Yeah,
like-
seriously.
What are we doing,
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
glitch in the system here. So it looks like Russ is going to be sacked. What happens?
No chance.
Yeah, no chance.
chance. I'm going to go with another touchdown.
Ooh, I'd be like 85 yards. I love it. Let's see. Oh, is that Marshawn?
I mean, it could have ended in
It
a
looks
touchdown.
like-
We don't
yeah.
know where that ends, right?
That does look like Marshawn.
I think
maybe
it is
he
Marshawn.
flipped it off.
Yeah.
Like a little. I'm assuming like a little option pitch, like
Yeah.
sidearm flick over to Marshawn, who
And
Well,
at least for a first down.
gets the first down.
I mean, that definitely looks like Marshawn also. Looking at the Fox graphics on
I
that,
was just gonna say,
that's got to be like
looks like the graphic looks pretty old.
2013, 2014.
Right.
So, yeah, that's...
Since we're playing this game, though, guys, man, Russ's ability to evade defenders and make it look so easy.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about his game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's silly how easy he makes it look.
Yep.
What are we doing here?
And with Russ,
Unbelievable.
we talked about this earlier in the week. With a quarterback like Russ, you're in the game. You're in every single game entering it. And then even in the fourth quarter, if you're down 2 scores, you're still in it. But then Russ kind of takes that on steroids and does that every single play. No matter what happens at the beginning of a play, he can always get his way out of it. Where I love Paton. He's the best, but come on.
On
If
schedule.
King of the
there's-
self-sack.
Yeah, exactly. See, you know a self-sack is coming and he can't avoid pressure. Complete opposite with Russ.
Yeah, Peyton was the goat of keeping things on schedule.
Right. Because
Russ
he couldn't go
right,
off schedule.
exactly. That's why he knew exactly
Right.
what the defense was doing at all
Yeah.
times. Russ can go off schedule, and that's going to be exciting. I think you guys get the point. Russ, very good at making something out of nothing. And yes?
We have one more.
All right, let's do the last one.
Okay, this is a Broncos Seahawks game.
It looks
Or
like
just
Cowboys
Broncos?
again.
Broncos Cowboys. You want the Cowboys?
Oh
to be
no,
in on
that's
this.
Broncos are than the whites. Patriots.
Patriots, and
Ah.
I think that
that
is
Teddy?
2020.
2020 Broncos.
So quarterback Drew Lock probably.
This I know what this is. This is the last play of the game when he just hucked it up to Tim Patrick down the sideline.
Oh, wow!
Sorry,
You're not
I-
even gonna let our guests
That's okay,
get in
I
on
like
the
it.
fun.
I forgot that this was we were supposed to let Romi
It's
guess.
teamwork. It's teamwork.
So
Is that
it-
right?
Is that it? Wow,
Oh,
great call.
there
The
we go.
best
Good call.
completion
Good
when you're
call.
supposed to throw an incompletion.
No, the worst long
The
completion
worst
ever.
completion. Yes, exactly.
It really did help the stats
Worst
that
long
day.
completion
It
ever.
did. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, because I think he ended up with like 280 passing yards, and
that
in
was like
reality,
53.
yeah, in reality, it would have been like 230 or something. Yeah.
When he had that against Miami later in the season, remember? On the last play.
Well, and also remember one possession before this, I think, the Broncos went deep again and he threw a pick. And it was like,
Right.
what are you doing? You guys are nursing a lead.
If only these two were flipped.
Right.
The last play of the Patriots game was a kneel down, so that wasn't the last play.
Oh, then that's the Dolphins game.
No.
the
it
Dolphins
was-
game was the kneel down. The last play of the Patriots game was a kneel down.
Yeah, but what about right before that? Was it the long throw?
No, it was 3 kneel downs to end the game.
I think that because this was a home game where it happened.
No, they were wearing white jerseys.
No, that
I'm so confused.
Who am I?
End this. How does this end? It ends
wait,
right
what?
now.
Can we see that? Can we see
It
that
ends
clip
right now.
again?
You know why? Russell Wilson is
Can we
the
see that,
quarterback
that
of the
image
Denver
again really
Broncos.
quick,
Don't have to think about
so I can
those
find out
old
what play it was? So it was 1st and 10, and
From
it
the
looks like
20.
they're at their 20-yard
Or
line.
21, maybe.
I wish in my whole life I had the research ability that Mason
I
has.
know.
Okay,
It's
There's
so
nothing that
impossible.
marvels me more.
There
than
was a
stuff
play
he
from the
tweets
20-yard line
after
where he
games.
threw a pass to
Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy and it was caught.
No, this was to Tim Patrick. Maybe it wasn't. Was it not the Patriots game that year?
Kale, we need your help.
Kale, help.
It was a pick with all 3 receivers wide open, is what he said. That is-
Oh.
We're thinking of something else.
Maybe this was the one that I was talking about where they were nursing the lead and then
he just threw a pick.
he threw a pick.
Yeah.
That was one of
Well,
the weirdest endings to a game.
that was.
As Romy said, I'm very glad we don't even have to think about that. We can just forget about this era.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's forget about that segment.
Yeah,
And move on to the
okay.
next one.
Okay, yeah.
But
Let's do
first,
that.
a shout out to Green Mountain Dental Group, where you can head down just 15 minutes outside of Denver. Family-owned dentist group down there. Big Colorado sports fans. They've supported us for a long time. So if you need any work done, go down to Green Mountain Dental Group. And if you schedule a cleaning, X-ray, and exam there, they're going to hook you up with a free Sonicare toothbrush.
Yes, they will, and no better place to go before you start your weekend. And we're about to start our weekend, but of course we got to get to the great draft first. And Romy, I feel so bad that I did not prep you on this. I hope the guys didn't prep either. But what we're doing...
I didn't prep.
Do you want to do
Good.
2 rounds or do you want to do 3?
5.
I only have room
5. Let's do 3.
For, yeah, I was gonna say I don't have room
on.
for
There's
that.
we
so
can do
many.
5.
Let's
there
go
are not
5.
so many. There are not.
I do not have
I'm
room
gonna
for
get
that in
destroyed.
this
Okay, but
draft.
let me explain. So
I'm nervous.
here's this draft. Russell Wilson. We love talking about him.
Yes.
So this is the great Russell Wilson draft. Great
Okay.
thing about Russ's name, Russell can be a first or last name. Wilson can be a first or last name. So what we're drafting
Yeah.
is anything with Russell or
Okay.
Wilson in it. Probably a person, but if there's not a person, it can be anything,
anything.
else. It just has to have the word Russell or Wilson. The trick here, you can't draft Russell Wilson.
Okay.
So
All
anyone
Russells
else-
and Wilsons available other than Russell Wilson.
Yes.
okay.
And so you're
Yeah.
trying to build the best, not even
Team.
team, yeah, but it doesn't have to be for football or anything.
Oh, okay.
To win the fans over.
Oh man,
So anything
I'm screwed.
could be Russell. Anything with Russell. Anything with Wilson.
Yep.
Russell. His name's Russell. All
Yeah.
right.
See,
all
this
right.
was tough for me, and
Yeah.
because you're our guest, you get
get
to
the
go first.
number 1 overall pick.
and it's a snake draft.
First.
Number
man.
1
Oh,
overall
man.
pick. To me, there's such an obvious one.
I
a
know
clear
who
number
you
one.
think it is.
My first one, I think I gotta go. Wow. Wow. No.
No.
Wow.
What do we got
No,
here?
what-
Owen Wilson.
Oh,
yes,
yes,
yeah.
That was
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
I'm still not getting the
Sorry.
reference.
There's like
he always says
he always
that.
says wow, so there's like
Oh,
a sound
that's
mashup
why the
now
meme
on like
said
reels
that.
and things. And everyone goes wow.
Okay.
Oh, I've never seen
Sorry.
the sound. I've always
Sorry.
seen the GIF
Yeah.
of
It's
it.
bad.
Yeah.
But the sound's funny because it's just.
Yeah.
Says it in that very specific
Wow.
Owen Wilson voice.
That's a really good pick.
This
All right.
is-
How are we
pick.
going in? What order
What
are we
order?
going in here?
You want to go next?
I'll go next.
Was that a decent
Of course
one?
you do. Yeah.
that is a good one.
I think
Three,
that's a
three
decent-
round snake drafts always punish the one who goes last.
I think.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll
You need
go
a four.
next.
You need a four. You need a 4-round snake draft for it to be equal.
All right.
Owen Wilson was the number 2 on my board. Just so you
Okay,
know.
okay.
He was up there.
Well, I'll get your number 1 off the board right here. Al Wilson.
Good.
yeah.
That's a good pick, but not my number 1.
Oh, all right, all right.
Yeah.
Playing to the crowd.
Favorite Bronco.
That's a good one. That's a good
I'm
one.
going for bigger picture here with my number 1 pick.
Okay.
And I'm going now?
Well, I don't know. Mace really didn't want to go last.
No, I'm fine. Whatever. I
And
don't
it doesn't.
care.
Okay,
it
you sure,
doesn't make
Mace?
sense.
I lose this.
Well, no,
I-
it could go-
I lose the poll most week, anyways. I don't
Oh,
care.
by the way, Mace, it's not just you that loses a poll. I'm the only one that's won these.
Yeah.
So,
I
Yeah.
definitely got off to
Yeah.
a hot start last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but it makes sense to go Romy, me, Mace,
Okay,
you, just based
okay.
on the way the graphic
I see
is.
you're
It
trying
is?
to hurt my stock in this draft.
Actually,
Mace.
I mean, well, anyway.
It doesn't really
I think
make
that's
sense
fair
either
since
way.
you got the most preparation.
That is
true.
true.
Okay,
That is
okay.
true.
We'll see if
Okay.
anyone takes my number 1 pick.
All right. Well,
Don't do it, Mace.
Wilson, the volleyball.
Oh, was that it?
Nope.
All right,
Good pick,
all right.
good pick.
That's it.
Okay.
You guys are all going Wilson.
You could go Wilson volleyball or Wilson castaway.
I'm gonna go Wilson.
I think those are okay. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
I'm going Russell. I'm getting the most famous Russell out there. I'm going with my mom's favorite actor,
Oh, all
right.
Russell Crowe.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
God, I can
Russell-based actors.
There are. Well, are there?
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
I
I
don't
only
think of one
I don't
other.
know that.
I can
Yeah.
think of 3. I had 2 in my mind when you said that, and you didn't pick either of them.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'm playing to the.
What is
older
Russell
crowd
Crowe
here.
in?
He's in Gladiator. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe the best movie
a lot
ever.
of other things too.
Yeah.
but-
He was in. Okay, all right. Gladiator. All right.
Yeah.
What else other than Gladiator?
He was in Gladiator.
Okay.
Yeah. One best actor. Romy, I'm gonna send you my list to help you out.
No,
too.
no, it's okay. It's okay.
Wait, so did I just
I don't
go?
mind.
You're snake
You go
drafting.
now.
Oh, I'm again.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, man, you took my Al Wilson. Do I go for the people or do I go for myself? Because there's an obvious
Are you
one.
trying to
Definitely
w-
go for yourself.
Yeah.
That's gonna lose me this though, but I'm gonna do it.
I don't think people really like Russell Crowe all that much, so you're already in the hole.
Aren't there some issues
Okay.
with him? Like, hasn't he like?
Oh, you
misbehaved?
always got to be careful in
are
drafting
there?
canceled people.
Oh, I didn't
Is he
know that.
canceled?
If there's
Oh, it's
issues with
tough.
him, I didn't
It's
know
tough.
that.
It's
So I
tough.
apologize. So I'll go with someone that a lot of people have issues with here, and that's Russell Wilson. Or no.
I was like, wait, I thought that was the only rule.
Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
Yes,
this-
yes,
that
yes,
is
yes,
terrible.
yes, yes.
If,
Got
if
it.
Zach doesn't get last place, you guys have screwed up royally.
Yeah, Russell Crowe, by the way.
Oh no.
Some of his tantrums have included throwing a hotel phone at a concierge and fighting his own bodyguard. Although
Wow.
Crowe has acknowledged his bad temper in the past, he sees it as necessary.
If he doesn't mess around, there might be a murder of crows.
Oh, wow.
Oh gosh, that's good.
Impressive.
I love
That's
it.
nice.
Impressive. All right, Mace, you're up.
All right,
Think of a
yeah.
Russell right now.
You know, it was going to be a basketball pick either way, and so since Russell Westbrook goes off the board, I'm going to go old school. Arguably
one.
the GOAT of centers,
Yeah.
Bill Russell.
That's,
Oh,
that is good.
wow.
That's
I wasn't really thinking enough sports on this.
I wasn't.
Once I got Al Wilson off the board, I kind of stopped thinking
Yeah,
about sports.
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook was my only sports one that I had thought of.
Okay, who's up? Is it me?
You.
Two.
All right. I am going to go. I'm scared this person might be canceled. I don't know. but I'm going to go down the funny road when it comes to Russells and actors. And I'm going to go with Russell Brand.
Yeah.
Get him to the Greek.
That is good.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall, like two absolute bangers, especially Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I'm gonna say canceled, and that your draft board's
I don't
canceled.
know if he's
Just,
canceled.
Yeah.
I feel like you could Google anyone and canceled and something
Yeah.
would come up.
I'm sure. All right, Romy, where are you going with this? Back-to-back picks here too.
Oh man, B2B.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid people are going to get confused by me choosing the brand Russell,
Oh,
which is one of my least favorite
Russell
brands.
Athletic.
Yes.
Georgia Tech had them providing their gear through like 2017.
So did CSU.
yeah.
Are they done? Hey, watch yourself.
I'm
Are they
just
done?
saying facts.
Are they done?
No, they're still in existence, but they realized they had absolutely no juice in providing athletic gear for college teams. They got out of the market. Like Georgia Tech got mocked for years because of their
Yeah.
Russell Athletic deal. Like the late Demarius Thomas had to wear Russell Athletic
It's probably
when he
somewhere on
played
the shirt.
at Georgia
Yeah.
Tech.
Yep, it is right there.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
Wow. How come that UNC isn't Air Jordan?
Oh, they are, but this is an older jacket. Like, This is
Ah.
UNC went full. They went full on Jordan for most sports a few years ago. For a while, it was only basketball. Then they started doing football and then others. So that's why it's a mishmash. I actually have Jordan pants and a Nike shirt.
That's allowed. I'm a big fan of like brand continuity, but since they are,
But I'm
same-
wearing New Balance shoes though.
that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
don't.
could get away with Converse because Nike owns Converse.
I don't match my shoe. I'm not going to go out and buy a different pair of shoes just to have them match what else I'm wearing.
But I mean, you could use like a great pair of like Air Maxes. Go great with that outfit.
I think Romy
But-
shoes would go great with.
Those
with
are Air
your- with your
Maxes.
outfit. Yeah, exactly.
Wear 'em.
I'll buy some.
Wow.
I'll. You know what?
Romy's got
I'll be
cool
the king of the
shoes.
sidewalk, and I'll get some Air Monarchs.
I mean, it would be better than the New Balances in terms of brand continuity.
Ugh.
Wait,
All right.
so Romy.
Can I take a real like squirrel route?
You go
real
back
fast?
to back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when you were
Finish.
talking about Russell, you were
And
talking
by the way,
about
I have
Georgia
some
Tech.
Russells and Wilsons. Do you want some?
Oh,
Did
I
I-
might need some. But
okay,
when I talking about Georgia Tech and Demarius Thomas,
Yeah.
so I went out there for a celebration of
Yeah.
life, and they have this big mural in their football facility of all the athletes in the pros, and it's DT in a Texans uniform.
What?
No, I'm like, and I was like, what is the? And then guess who's front and center? You'll never guess. The DT's kind of in the corner.
Where is this?
This
Georgia
is
Tech.
at
Georgia
Georgia
Tech.
Tech. They have a mural of all their the caveat was it was all I guess they redid it every year, but then they hadn't redone it in a few years because of COVID. So DT was with the Texans at the time, but it's still
Just-
up.
Yeah.
And it's like egregious. And then the person who's front and center.
I'm gonna say Jarrett Jack.
I'm gonna guess Calvin Johnson, but it's not him.
He was on the Broncos.
Keith Brooking.
No.
A
Georgia Tech
He
Bronco.
was an Aussie.
Mark.
Adam
Adam
Gotsis.
Gotsis.
No
Holy
way.
cow.
DT's in the corner, and Gotsis is just
No
pull up in the middle
way.
in his Broncos jersey.
Wow.
It
I
was
mean-
weird. It was very.
I'm
weird.
sorry. Like they've had some good alums, and if they want to go back in the past, they could go with former Bronco, former Dolphin, supporting actor and Ace Ventura, pet detective Marco Coleman.
Of course.
Yes.
Everyone knows
Right,
that.
right. Jumps right to the list, top of my list.
Yeah,
So,
I mean.
yeah, and I know. I guess it was they supposedly updated each year, and they hadn't updated it, but it was just so wrong.
Wow. Yeah, they took an L there.
I don't think that the SID appreciated when I gave him some thoughts on.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have tweeted it out and just
Anyway.
dragged them.
It was
Yeah, it's nice of you.
but it was a somber moment. So
Right.
The thing you have to do if you're doing that sort of thing is either you have to keep changing it or you have to have something that's evergreen. Like in the Broncos press box, for example, they've got Bronco photos all over the place, right? But it's very they're
It's like John Elway, Tom Nalen, Terrell Davis.
Clinton Portis
Yeah.
and I think there's like a Kanoy Kennedy. It's very specific of like late 90s, early 2000s. And it's like
Right.
frozen in time. They haven't updated all the pictures in the frames on the walls in the press box.
Right.
So it's like either you got to update consistently, or you need to have things that are evergreen. Like in the Chow Hall for the press box, they've got Ring of Famers. Okay, and so that's why if you're like Georgia Tech, maybe what you do is okay, who are our all-time great players? Like
Right.
like Megatron wasn't on there because he was retired at the point.
Right.
Like, I'm like,
Megatron-
this mural's not hitting the mark, guys.
Megatron should be front and center. The fact that they won a national title, they split with CU. Georgia Tech was unbeaten, CU wasn't. That should be up there, right?
Right.
And then you don't have to change it every year.
Right.
The national title. I mean, they still have plenty of things commemorating CU winning in 1990. Right?
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to,
Yeah, that it should start there. That hey, we've won a national championship before. We did it before. We can do it again.
Georgia Tech didn't really win it though.
They were
See you.
they were unbeaten. CU wasn't, and CU got a fifth down.
Doesn't matter. CU won in the AP poll, which was the only legitimate poll at the time.
All right, Romy, you've bought
Okay.
yourself
Yes,
some time.
Romy.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
I've got some Russells and Wilsons here if you
I'm
need.
gonna go with Rainn Wilson.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
I
that's
hadn't
good.
thought of Rainn Wilson.
That's
Yeah,
really
that's a
good.
good one.
Gosh, I should have done research.
Again, this is like nothing is in the athlete realm, so I feel. But I'm
Yeah.
in that boat. We're in it together.
I like
Yeah.
that.
We're just.
Yeah. And now
All right,
next
you
one.
go back to
challenging.
back.
Next pick.
Oh no.
And then you're done. And then you're done.
I did text you this if you want my help.
I know,
Don't
but I
take
feel
my
like I'm
help
in
though.
it
My
now,
help's been
right?
pretty bad so far. There is a former Denver athlete that has a name that could work with this.
I can only think of one, and I don't want to draft him.
No, he'd be bad. Yeah. Oh, two I can think of actually now. One Bronco,
Okay.
one Nugget.
Yep, I can think. Oh, I can think of an Av.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good one.
He was
Oh,
loved.
I like him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna snipe him though.
What team are we missing? A rock? Oh, I have a. Ooh.
You got a good
I have a good
Rocky?
one, but it's just it wouldn't hit. It wouldn't hit. But
Canceled?
he's
I need a
one of
good
my
athlete-
favorite Rockies
I
of
need
all
a good
time.
athlete,
Oh.
Russell. I just feel like I can't go 3 Wilsons, right?
Oh, you.
Oh man, now do I have to go Wilson? That's a good question.
I've already diversified, so I'm safe.
Yeah.
So is
Your
my.
assets are
portfolio's
diversified.
spread
Looks
out.
good.
Yeah.
You got a little Bitcoin and you got traditional stocks in there.
That's wise.
All right, I'm.
We've got
You
a
wanna
lot
maybe-
of
you
suggestions
wanna
in
maybe-
the comments.
Oh yeah, let's see that comment section.
And I'm hiding
You want to
it
do
for
one
a
of
reason. Should
someone
I show
that
it?
proposed during a game potentially?
Menelik Wilson.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong one. Never mind.
There was a lineman, but I don't feel like using him
Yeah.
because that last name was always. How do you pronounce that? Talking about Okun, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't use him.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played with Russell Wilson too.
He did. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that connection.
All right, I'm just gonna give up on the athleticism. I'm gonna go Kurt Russell.
Oh,
Got a house in
right out
Aspen?
from under
That was
me.
everyone's first pick. So a lot of people said that number one.
I really thought I was getting that in the
Yeah.
last round.
Wow, it wasn't even on my board.
Especially when you said I don't want to take another Wilson. I was like, yeah, she's only thinking of Wilson. No, it's
You know
Kurt
what
Russell.
Oh,
Kurt
my
Russell.
brain is like, I was like, wait.
Oh no, am I up now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
are.
this is bad.
Man,
this is
this is
problematic.
tough.
I'm gonna have to fall back on my like favorite Wilson in second favorite Wilson in Denver to this point. It's not gonna hit with any Broncos fans, and I'm gonna lose because of this.
We'll do it.
Unless I can think of something else at the last second
Who
here.
is it?
Keep
Your time is out.
stalling.
Your time is out.
All right, give me Preston Wilson.
Oh.
I loved Preston
Okay,
Wilson
okay.
so much.
I like
I
it.
thought maybe you were gonna go Colin Wilson. Yeah.
Yes, so that I was thinking of that, but that definitely wouldn't
That
hit
definitely
with anyone.
wouldn't hit.
No. Mace?
All right. Everyone loves cute dogs, right?
I feel I'm gonna go to sleep tonight knowing I stayed true to myself.
Yeah.
Well, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
So I feel good about that.
Everyone loves cute dogs, right?
Yes.
Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, bending the rules. I love when people
I
bend
like
the
it.
rules.
I like it.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
that's really good.
It's a good one.
I will say when I heard that we were doing this draft, the first thing that came to my mind was a dog in our building named Wilson.
Oh. Hold
Oh.
on.
Is
I'm
that
sorry. I
should be
might
my
have given you
final
one
pick?
that's too long for the spot there.
I'll just make it
Oh,
smaller.
okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Oh boy, there's so many choices. I could go with Wilson Chandler.
Yeah,
thought about
the
it
neck
too.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. I could go with Rita Wilson.
Who's Rita Wilson?
Tom Hanks'
Actress
wife.
Tom Hanks' wife.
Gonna need more.
I was gonna say that.
Did you ever
that
see
wasn't
Sleepless in
convincing.
Seattle? She's a
a
supporting. She has a role in
okay.
that.
I did see that.
She
yeah.
is, I think, his. I think she plays his sister.
So if
in that.
supporting role in Sleepless in Seattle is the best,
She's
you're
got.
gonna do,
She's got a lot of supporting roles.
I
Like,
feel bad because I was like Tom
Yeah.
Hanks' wife. I couldn't name a movie
Yeah.
actually.
Okay, I'm gonna go Luke Wilson.
Okay.
For my
Okay.
final pick.
star of
different
Idiocracy.
than
Yeah.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Different than Owen Wilson. Yep.
All right, all right.
Yep.
Shall we go to the comment section?
Let's see.
Yes.
Let's see what some
Let's see the ones we missed.
some honorable mentions are here. Obviously, Wilson Chandler was my top honorable
Hold on,
mention.
let me make this big
You know
for
what?
Colin
my
Wilson.
honorable mention was Woodrow Wilson.
Oh,
Yes, that
That one really came to mind, but I was like,
Yeah.
probably
Th-
canceled.
There's he's very like
you know,
very very racist.
Problematic.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
That's
that's
wrong.
very. I thought about that, but I'm like, no, stay away
Okay.
from that.
Russell Okun. See, there he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Zach Wilson. the
Zach
quarter-
Wilson, definitely
Wilson.
not.
Wade Wilson, former Viking quarterback too.
Rainn Wilson, we got.
Hold on, let me try and put them on the screen as well.
Russell Wilson, Russell Crowe on South Park was amazing.
Mr.
Kurt Russell,
Wilson,
number.
Dennis
I really
Fernandez.
wanted Kurt Russell. I thought I.
Wilson, Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Oh.
that's-
Mr.
See,
Wilson.
I had that on my list, but I'm like,
Right over
is,
my head.
is there is that going to hit?
Sierra Wilson. That would have been.
Did
an
she change her name?
interesting
Is it Sierra Wilson?
loophole.
I don't think she changed her name.
She
know
doesn't
what?
have a last
I
name.
was
Her name is
contemplating-
Sierra.
That's
Yeah,
true.
right?
So then she doesn't fit in this then.
Russell from Up. Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
scout.
the kid was
Yep.
a Russell.
Yep. Her name
Yeah.
is Sierra Wilson.
I did think of going
We
like
missed
Wilson brand balls.
I did
Right.
think of
Right,
going
right.
Anna Wilson, his sister who plays for Stanford.
Oh,
But I was like, is that cheating? Is
Or
that
if you're
in the
doing-
No,
family?
it would have been good.
If you're doing Ann Wilson, though, I think of like the band Heart, Ann Wilson and Nancy Wilson.
Okay, okay.
And
So then you
got-
play into a different.
From Survivor.
Begin its
What's a
generation.
song? What's a song by them?
Barracuda.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
And then Perna paid super chat for this one. Wilson from Home.
That was on
it's
my
a good
list.
one.
Is that the
Idly
neighbor?
ho, neighbor.
The neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you never. All you see, you see his eyes. You don't see his face.
Yep.
Man, Perna's been
Wilson.
generous.
Rebel
Okay.
Wilson,
What's Rebel Wilson?
actress.
Oh, is
That
she?
funny girl.
She's
Yeah.
from
That
Pitch
funny girl.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
she's-
thinking of her and I.
She's funny.
Jamarcus Russell. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Hey, what about Matt Russell, former Bronco,
Oh, that
executive,
was
former
Or
yeah.
what?
CU
Former
linebacker.
Bronco.
You could have
and,
gone Brady Russell there. That's his
winner
nephew.
of the what is the trophy that you get for best college linebacker?
Butkus?
The Butkus
Yep.
Award.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I thought about Russell Simmons of Def Jam fame.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been a good one.
This is probably too old for you guys, but there was a guy called the Poet Laureate of television named Nipsey Russell who would appear on game shows and read poems such as "Pro and con are opposites. That fact is clearly seen. If progress means to move forward, then what does Congress mean?
Was Nipsey Hussle a play on words off
Yes,
of Nipsey Russell?
Hussle was a play on Nipsey Russell.
That's
yes.
all way over my head.
Yeah.
That is learn
Yeah.
something new every day.
Yeah. Uh-huh. See,
Man, that was good. That was tough.
See, that's interesting. Like to me, like when with Nipsey Hussle, I always knew that it was a play on Nipsey Russell. I'm like, oh, that's funny.
know that.
But then that play didn't hit for you guys at all.
No.
Wow.
No.
But if I ever become a rapper, I'm definitely going with Hustle Wilson.
Hustle. I like it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Like Gnarls Barkley, like it's been done before.
Yeah.
Play on words with an
Yeah.
athlete.
Right. Oh, because of Russell Wilson. I
Jeez,
see.
you are.
Oh my.
We should probably get out of here. And just
Yeah, it's
let
about
you
time.
let you get some
I am
coffee. or
glad
something.
we
Yeah.
made this just
Yeah.
a 3-round draft, though.
Ah,
that
geez.
fiver would have killed me.
Look how many people left extra ones. There were so many out there.
I would have
Yes.
been done after 3.
Wilson Chandler could have gone. Colin
That's
Wilson could
true.
have gone.
Yep.
I could have gone one more round. We could have gone like Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, but
I think
again,
I coulda
but
gone
again,
10 rounds.
it's generational. Like there were
Romi and I
sometimes
were
I'm starting to make lists thinking, okay, this means something to me. It doesn't mean something to most people
Yeah.
that are consuming this.
That's why Preston Wilson is gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
He like robbed home runs and shit. It was dope.
Yeah.
I remember the way they used to announce his name, Preston Wilson.
Yep, he was awesome.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I just like that you're giving the Rockies a shout out.
Yeah.
They need love.
Yeah.
It's rare for the Rockies to get love. Russell Wilson was giving it to him. I'll give it to him
Very
as well.
true.
Tons of love.
Very
How many
true.
times did he mention the Rockies
Oh
in
my
his
gosh.
presser?
Wow.
Huge Rockies guy. I can't wait to see him on the party deck this summer.
He'll be
Yes,
on the
yes,
party
I'm
deck.
sure
he'll be
there.
he'll be sitting in the Manning seats behind.
No,
Yeah.
party, big party.
No.
You know,
Well, he'll be going out to take batting practice probably
That's
just
true.
for giggles.
throwing out the first
I bet his first
Yeah.
pitch
pitch
will be
opening day.
better than Peyton's first
Oh,
pitch.
he
Yeah.
should be. Yeah, he should be. first
Guaranteed.
pitch. Oh, yeah, he's
Guaranteed.
going to have
Oh.
a great
It's gonna be a
first
little
pitch.
better than Peyton's
Yeah.
first pitch.
Yeah.
Did Peyton skip it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It was really bad.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
And you know,
tough.
Peyton, like he was not happy.
No.
I was
He
gonna
was-
say
he was
he
very,
usually-
very
he mu-
unhappy about it.
He would have not done it if he wasn't confident that he could do
Right.
it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he choked.
Yeah. That was,
Wow.
It was.
Russell would never. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for us here today on Three Ring Circus. This was amazing. Romi, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Guys, thank you for having me. This was the best. I didn't want it to end. That's why I kept dragging it on forever.
This was awesome. Thanks to Allie for producing. Thanks to everyone in the comments who joined in. This was very, very fun. We will catch you next week on the DNVR Broncos podcast.